The friend zone. Two simple words, yet they carry the weight of 1,000 heartbreaks. You've been there, maybe you're still there right now. You like her. You want her. Every fiber of your being is drawn to her. But she only sees you as a friend. Just a buddy. Nothing more. And here's the part that stings the most, she knows. She knows you want something deeper, more meaningful. But instead of making things clear, she keeps you close, soaking up your time, your affection, your loyalty, while she chases guys who treat her like an afterthought. You watch her cry over men who wouldn't lift a finger for her, while you'd move mountains just to see her smile. And despite all the love you give, you remain in the background, the safe option, the nice guy. At this point, most men do one of two things. Some choose to stay, waiting, hoping, praying that one day she'll have an epiphany and realize you were the one all along. Others? They walk away in silence, hearts heavy, feeling used, bitter, and betrayed. But here's the real kicker. Both of those options are dead ends. Because the truth is, the friend zone isn't a curse. It's not a prison. It's not a life sentence. It's a challenge. A puzzle. And if you learn how to play the game right, you can completely flip the dynamic, turning her perception of you upside down. Suddenly, you're not just the safe friend in the shadows. You're the mystery she can't figure out. The man she starts to notice in a new way. The one she starts craving without even understanding why. So if you've been friend-zoned, here's what you don't do. Don't beg. Don't chase. And for the love of all things sacred, don't just sit around waiting for her to magically change her mind. Because that moment may never come. But you can create it. And once you follow the steps we're about to break down, she won't just see you as a friend. She'll start seeing you as the man she needs. Let's dive in. 1. Stop carrying her emotional baggage. Here's the cold, honest truth. The friend zone is usually built on one quiet but powerful dynamic. She doesn't feel that spark for you. And no, it's not because you're not handsome enough, smart enough, or successful enough. It's because somewhere along the way you slid into a role that felt safe, predictable, non-threatening. You became the guy who's always there. And the biggest reason for that? You've turned into her emotional support system. Think about it. When her world falls apart, when she's overwhelmed, confused, hurt, or just bored, who does she call? And the moment you answer, the moment you sit there listening to her vent about the guy who ghosted her or the one who isn't ready for a relationship, you send her a message. I'll be here no matter how little I get in return. At first glance, that might sound noble. A man who listens, who cares, who's there through thick and thin. Sure, every woman wants that. But not like this. Not when there's zero tension. See, attraction isn't fueled by comfort alone. It's born in that space of uncertainty, of challenge, of curiosity. But with you, there's no mystery, no chase, no what if. She knows she can fall apart in your arms and still walk away chasing someone else. Someone who excites her, confuses her, maybe even frustrates her, but still pulls her in. That's not love. That's not romance. That's dependency. So how do you flip it? Pull back. Stop being the guy who takes on her emotional baggage like it's your job. Stop being the guy she calls to cry about other men. Stop letting her drain you without ever giving anything meaningful back. And the next time she comes to you looking for that long therapy session, keep it short. Change the tone. Say something like, "You've really got to stop letting guys treat you like this. Anyway, I'm heading out. Talk later." No more hour-long conversations where she walks away feeling emotionally healed but completely unmoved by you. At first, she won't even flinch. She won't see the shift. But then, she will. Because now you're not the predictable safety net anymore. You're no longer the emotional sponge. You're something else. You're the man she has to earn time with. And when a woman feels like she has to work for your attention, that's when she starts valuing it more than ever. That's when everything starts to change. 2. Stop playing by her rules. Here's where most guys unknowingly give their power away. They chase her approval like it's oxygen. They won't admit it outright, but their actions speak volumes. They nod at everything she says, laugh too loud at jokes that aren't even funny, compliment her like she's a walking miracle, all in hopes of hearing, "You're different." But she never says it, because deep down she feels it. This isn't attraction. This is validation seeking. And that energy? Women pick up on it instantly. It screams, "Please like me." But attraction doesn't grow in approval. It thrives in challenge. Real attraction happens when she has to earn you. Now think about the guys women actually chase. Do they tiptoe around her feelings? Do they beg for her attention? Do they act like they're lucky just to be in the room? No, they own the room. They don't chase, they attract. Women adjust to them. So if you want to break out of the friend zone, stop being the guy who flatters her every 5 seconds. You're amazing. Can't believe you're still single. You're just, wow. You think it makes you stand out. But it just makes you forgettable. Another voice in a chorus of guys hoping she'll pick them. Here's the move. Stop flooding her with compliments and start creating contrast. Instead of saying, "You look stunning," try, "Nice dress. My little cousin has one just like it." Now she's off balance. Now she's questioning. Wait, what does he really think of me? And that question, that curiosity, that's the spark. Another trap? Agreeing with everything she says. She hates sushi, you suddenly hate sushi. If she thinks rom-coms are dumb, you suddenly never like them either. Because you think aligning yourself with her will make her choose you. Wrong. She doesn't want a mirror. She wants a man. A man with opinions, boundaries, personality. Someone who can say with a smirk, "You don't like pineapple on pizza? That's tragic. I thought you had taste." Now you're not the safe guy. You're not the yes man. You're the one who makes her feel. And that's what gets her chasing. 3. Withdraw your attention and ignite desire. If there's one force that can completely flip how a woman sees you, it's not sweet words or grand gestures. It's jealousy. Not the toxic, manipulative kind. The subtle kind, the one that whispers, not shouts. The kind that makes her suddenly wonder, why am I no longer the center of his world? See, most guys in the friend zone fall into the same quiet trap. They invest everything into one woman. Their time, their energy, their attention. They're always available, always eager, always waiting. And because of that, she never has to wonder, never has to question where she stands. There's no tension, no mystery, no reason to chase. But the second she starts to feel your absence, the moment she senses your energy drifting somewhere else, something shifts. So how do you trigger that shift? Start small. Delay your replies. Stop saying yes to every hangout. If she's used to you dropping everything for her, don't. Let her feel that distance. Let her notice the silence. Let her realize you've stopped orbiting around her. But here's where the real spark ignites. Show her your world doesn't revolve around her anymore. Let her see you giving your energy to others, especially other women. Not in a childish, attention-seeking way. No fake drama. No forced flirting. Just start broadening your social life. Talk to new people. Be seen with other women. Let it be natural but visible. A photo with friends, a story where someone new just happens to be next to you. Mention casually that you had an amazing conversation with someone she doesn't know. That's when her mind starts spinning. Wait, who is she? Why doesn't he text me like before? Did I lose him without realizing it? She may play it cool on the outside, act like nothing's changed, but inside, she's replaying your last interaction. She's stalking your stories. She's wondering what she missed. And that, right there, is where the spark of attraction begins. Not because you tried to make her jealous, but because you finally made her realize you're not hers to take for granted. Get comfortable walking away. Here's the hard truth most guys don't want to face. They stay in the friend zone because they're scared. Scared that if they stop showing up, she'll move on. Scared that if they pull back, she'll forget them entirely. So they stick around, hoping proximity will earn affection. But it never does. Here's what you need to know. Clinginess kills attraction. When she knows she's got you no matter what, whether she calls or doesn't, whether she respects your time or ignores it, there's zero urgency. Zero spark. Because why would she chase something she already owns? The real shift happens the moment you decide you're not willing to settle for crumbs. Not as a tactic. Not to play games. But because deep down, you know you deserve more than being someone's emotional safety net. So what do? You look her in the eye and say, I care about you. I really do. But I'm looking for something deeper. And I can't keep pretending I'm okay with being just a friend when I'm not. Then you do the one thing that flips everything. You walk. Stop initiating. Stop being the backup plan. Start pouring into your own life, your goals, your passion. And here's the twist. If she truly values you, she'll feel that shift. She'll realize, maybe for the first time, that you're not waiting in the wings anymore. And that's when it hits her. She's not just losing a friend. She's losing a man she never thought she'd have to chase. 5. Let her witness your transformation. Let's be real, this part stings. She didn't put you in the friend zone by accident. She did it because deep down she didn't see you as the guy. Not the best option. Not the prize. Yeah, that hurts. But don't let that break you, let it build you. Instead of pleading for her to change her mind, become the man she can't take her eyes off of. Start hitting the gym, not for her but for you. Upgrade your style. Surround yourself with people who challenge you. Find something that gives your life direction, fire, purpose. And here's the part she won't see coming. Start dating. Let her see you happy, focused, growing, and being desired by other women. Because that's when it hits her. You're not the guy waiting in the background anymore. You're the guy she never really saw clearly, until now. And suddenly you're not just the safe friend. You're the one that got away. The one she misjudged. The one she might have seriously overlooked. Here's the truth. The friend zone isn't about whether you're good enough. It's about how she perceives you. And that perception? It can change. When you become less available, more magnetic, and undeniably high value, she feels it. And once she senses that shift, the game flips. Now she's trying to earn your time. Now she's wondering if she still has a chance. And suddenly, just friends won't be enough for her anymore. 6. Master the power of not caring. If there's one move that flips the script faster than anything else, it's indifference. Not bitterness. Not revenge. Just quiet, confident detachment. Because nothing makes a woman second-guess everything like a man who stops trying. The second you stop chasing. Stop pouring all your time, attention, and energy into her. She's hit with a sudden jarring question. Wait, did I lose him? And just like that, the dynamic shifts. See, most guys who end up in the friend zone have one thing in common. They're always on standby. They reply within seconds. Answer every call. They're always around, always available, always proving how much they care. And because of that, she never has to wonder. She never has a chance to miss you. But when a man goes quiet, when he stops showing up on command, stops offering nonstop attention, when he disappears from her daily routine, that's when it hits her. Why hasn't he texted? Did I do something wrong? Is there someone else? Those thoughts aren't just passing, they linger. They echo. And soon you're not just her friend in the background, you're the mystery taking up space in her mind. Because here's the truth. Women don't chase what's always in front of them. They chase what feels rare. What feels earned. If you're always there, always replying, always hovering, you're not a prize. You're just a fallback. But the moment you become harder to reach, less visible, less predictable, you become valuable. It's simple. A glass of water in a storm? Nobody notices. But in the desert, that same glass becomes priceless. So stop flooding her world with your presence. Create space. Let her feel the void. Because once she feels it, she'll start craving the one thing she used to take for granted. You. If you got something out of this, Make sure to like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into attraction psychology and the Stoic way of thinking. Until then, stay sharp, stay mindful.